Warning, this product contains extreme nostalgia. Does your job got you down? Is adulting not as fun as you thought it would be? Do you want a way to recapture that happiness from when you were a kid? At Retrostalgia Box, you feel like a kid again. Comics, toys, and video games hand-curated from the past and straight to your door. Unbox happiness at retrostalgiabox.com. Once again, that's retrostalgiabox.com. Yeah! Have you ever engaged in a serious debate over which is better, Harry Potter or Lord of the Rings? Have you ever played Smash or Pass using only characters from Star Wars and Marvel movies? If you answered yes to any of these questions, we have the podcast for you. Listen to The Steam Gentleman, the podcast where an expert panel convenes to ask the questions about pop culture and social commentary that other podcasts are afraid to ask. Listen to The Steam Gentleman on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen to podcasts. Welcome back, everybody, to the 1987 Supermod. I'm your host, as always, Brad Drake, and this is my AWA save. That's right, everybody. The AWA is back in action live in living color on the system, the solar system, the satellite system. I'm kidding. I was just invoking a little bit of superstar Billy Graham there for you from that famous promo from 1986. All right. We are in the Salt Palace, everybody, in Salt Lake City, Utah, in what has once again become a stronghold for the AWA, and the venue has been selected, obviously. I brought that up there because it wasn't on the main screen. When I loaded, let's take a look at our absent workers. Nobody but Jerry Blackwell, who's suffering that long-term injury. Let's take a look at our backstage incidents. What's going on here, Tom Fuller? Oh, Tom Fuller, he's a good guy, man. Just ran a poker tournament. The gangster here, the Greek gangster, Mike Tolis, and he's doing some karaoke. Fair enough. Thanks a lot, Mike Tolis. All right, Konechki is giving some tips here to Rick Titan. Bob Backlund and John Paul are doing their thing. And Backlund and the little person, he's helping him out too with psychology, and Backlund is also helping out Tanaka. That's a sign of a very healthy locker room. I like it. All right, let's take a look at our card here, everybody. It's a Sunday, so it's the last day for this block of the tour, which means tomorrow night we'll have a spot show going on. But for tonight, in the Salt Palace here in Salt Lake City, we have White Panther Jr. against Tommy Jammer in the opener. The Destruction Crew will face the Guerrero brothers. Despina Montagas will challenge Madusa Miceli for that World Women's title. Derrick Dukes is in singles action against Greg Wojokowski. Frank the Tank Melson will battle Bobby Duncum. Doug Summers is going to face Bob Backlund. Don Muraco will heat up his feud with Jerry the King Lawler. And in our main event, everybody, the Fabulous Ones will face the Midnight Express for the World Tag Team title. You know what time it is. I know what time it is. Let's get to booking. Here we go. 10-minute opener. White Panther Jr. versus Tommy Jammer here. White Panther Jr., of course, is Jerry Lynn, for all of you that may be new to the channel. And we always have new folks to the channel, so it's good to drive home these points so people understand. Here is Tommy Jammer. And it has been a while since we've run this card. So let's see here who is due for the win. And it looks like White Panther Jr. got the win last time, so Tommy Jammer will get the win this time. All right, Tommy Jammer with the W here. Next, we have the Destruction Crew and the Guerrero brothers. They're going to go 12 minutes. Here are the Destruction Crew. Here are the Guerrero brothers. Auto name this one. Now, I'm certain that the Guerrero brothers are not going to be willing to drop the match to the Destruction Crew, but it's worth a shot seeing if they will. So we slate Mike Enos for the win, tainted win. Let's see if the Guerreros go for it. Hey, the Guerrero brothers are willing to take the loss, so that's good. This will help out the Destruction Crew big time. All right, Montagas and Miceli here. They're also going to go 12 minutes. And Madusa Miceli, of course, is carrying that World Women's title. Here's Despina Montagas. And here is Madusa Miceli. And Madusa should be due for the win here. And she is. And Madusa gets the win. Madusa seems to be very unhappy in our promotion. I don't know how we've wronged her. We've had her on a winning streak and had her win the title. I don't know what much else we could do for her. And I think this next match goes up to 14. It does. And here we go. We have Dukes versus Wojokowski. Derrick Dukes, good sized individual, good athlete. I like Derrick Dukes. He's just very young here. Greg Wojokowski's a veteran. He's been around for a while. Big time amateur wrestler. And of course, Greg Wojokowski is going to get the win here, everybody, and he's most likely going to submit Derrick Dukes with that Boston Crab that he uses. Up next, Frank the Tank Melson and Bobby Duncum. Here we go, Melson versus Duncum. Frank Melson, big man, much in the way of a Jerry Blackwell. I have very high hopes for him. He was released by Windy City, so we brought him in. He's very young. And Bobby Duncum, of course, is a grizzled veteran. He has 20 years on the young Frank the Tank Melson here. And we'll leave this one open-ended, and you can rest assured that big Bobby Duncum is going to get the win here. All right, Doug Summers and Bob Backlund are up next. They're going to go 16. And here we are. Here is Doug Summers, who has blossomed into something special here in the AWA. And here is Bob Backlund, of course, who is an outstanding talent for us here. And Bob Backlund won the last match between these two, so we're going to have Doug Summers get the win here. Doug Summers is managed by Baby Doll, and she is going to help Doug Summers get the win here over Bob Backlund. Remember, everybody, these are not televised matches, right? This is also pre-internet, so nobody from town to town knows what's going on. So it's not that big of a deal to exchange wins. All right, Muraco and Lawler are up next, 18 minutes. And these two have a red-hot feud right now coming out of our big show just last month in the game. That big show's name, of course, Wrestle Rock 88. That's it, Wrestle Rock 88. I was going to say that big show's name escapes me. It was, remember, I didn't do any AWA shows for over a month here, so I'm a little off. But that was Wrestle Rock 88. Don Muraco cost Jerry Lawler the win in his match. All right, so we have Don Muraco won the last time. So Jerry Lawler, everybody, is going to get the win this time. Don Muraco was a big signing for us here in the AWA, and not too far from realism, as Don Muraco would find his way into the AWA in 1989 after his release from the World Wrestling Federation. All right, here comes our big main event, the Fabulous Ones against the Midnight Express. We're going to have them go 25, no need to go 30. Here are the Fabs. And here are the Midnights. All right, we can auto-name this one. We'll just indicate the C at the end of the Midnight Express for the champion title. All right, looks like the Fabulous Ones won the last time. So we are going to have Dennis Condrey get the win for his team here. And they're going to do it also with manager interference. That dirty, no good, Paulie Dangerously. Yes, the World Tag Team title is on the line, and I forgot to indicate that. All right, here we go. 137 minutes overall, everybody. That's 2 hours and 17 minutes. That's a good match time here for the Salt Palace. Let's go ahead and run this one and see how we do, everybody. All right, White Panther Jr. drops the match here to Tommy Jammer. Jammer gets the win with that Jammer slam. I'm pleased to see there's only a little bit of red text to do, but not a lot. 42 and 41 gets us a 43 overall. All right, the Destruction Crew versus the Guerrero brothers. And Mike Enos gets that win over Chavo Guerrero after using a foreign object. That's exactly how a young heel team like this would get the win over the Guerrero brothers. It would be by using a foreign object and cheating. Absolutely. 76 overall here for this one. Good score for this match. Lots of green, lots of money. All right, Montagas against Madusa Miceli, and we get a 55 overall here as Miceli defeats Montagas with that German suplex. Another defense of that title for Miceli. We have some inexperience, we have some inconsistencies. This type of stuff is expected, and I'll take that match score, not bad at all. Dukes versus Wojokowski. Wojokowski gets the win with that predicted Boston Crab, 64 overall, and of course, Wojokowski and Carson get on very well here in the game. Couple penalties for Dukes here, another penalty here from the red text, the Doom for Dukes. Nothing we can do to avoid this, everybody. It's just how the game goes. All right, Melson and Bobby Duncum, and Melson takes the loss here with the running big boot to Bobby Duncum. We get a 72 overall, and these matches are a series of learning experiences for Frank Melson. Is exactly what a guy like Vern Gagne would have done. Absolutely. Up next here, we have Summers and Backlund, and they get an 80 overall. 82 and 82 somehow gets us an 80. I don't quite get that. And Baby Dow helps Doug Summers get the win over Bob Backlund. And we have Bonus City here, so I have no explanation of how we dropped 2 points here. None. All right, up next, Muraco and Lawler get an outstanding 90 score, and Lawler beats Muraco with that pile driver. Great score here, great match. Excellent. And Muraco, of course, is paired up with Sheik Adnan LKC. We got Bonus City. Bonus, not only Bonus City, but bonus through the roof here, everybody. Lots of bonus. All right, our main event here gets an 87. That's a nice score for these two teams. And 93, 85, 87, 84, 87 overall. I'll take it. Lots of green here. Green equals money. No doubt about it. Let's take a look at the dirt sheet. And we have Bonus City all the way through. Outstanding. All right, good match. Nice feud we got going on here between these two over that tag title. Of course, the Midnight Express captured that tag title from the Midnight Rockers after their ongoing feud that had been taking place for quite some time. Let's go ahead and finish this one up, everybody, and let's see how we do. We get a popularity gain, yes, in the Salt Palace, which I believe is in the Mid-South region. And we're going to make that speech. We are going to talk to Jerry Lawler. We are going to talk to Don Muraco. And we had a lot of tag matches, do a lot of good. We had some tag matches, do some good work here, but it's a lot of people. We're not going to be able to mention all of them, that's for certain. So, who else could we mention here that had a good performance? We can point out Bob Backlund. Absolutely. Lawler, great performance, great performance. Backlund, good performance. We're going to make that speech. Lawler is pleased, Muraco is pleased, and Bob Backlund is pleased. This one's going to take us back to the main screen, everybody, and we are all booked out here for our tour block. And we'll be getting ready to hit our next tour block here, which of course is the same thing on the block, just a new set of towns. Sometimes we have to change things up for injury purposes, or sometimes we get a feud that just isn't working. We'll change things up, but it's pretty rare. So here we go. This one is all set. And let's take a look at our main screen here. Remember, everybody, this is version 6. This goes all the way back to over a year ago that we've been running this individual save. A year in real life. And it is a 6. WWA Mexico is in bankruptcy. Why don't we try to buy them? Oh, they're done. They went out of business. It's all over, everybody. All right. Should have been paying attention to that. We could have bought them and picked up the popularity. All right, Lawler does not like Madusa Miceli. And, of course, this is our work from putting McMahon in there in order to drop Brian Blair from the game. From the WWF, not from the game. So Brian Blair is out there as a free agent. He would be a good fit for the AWA. Just don't know where we'd put him at this point. He really would be a good fit, no doubt about it. Well, let's see if we can get him. Brian Blair weight gain. All right, let's see if we can... Oh, that's right. Him and Summers don't get along. I forgot about that. Blair beat up Doug Summers after Doug Summers was playing hide the sausage with Brian Blair's wife. Yeah, let's see if we can get him here. That's a pretty hefty contract, but see if we can get him on a one-year deal. I wouldn't be surprised if he goes to All Japan or New Japan, though. All right, we're going to make that offer, and let's see if we get him. All right, let's take a look around the game world here. I'm almost scared to. Ivan Koloff over Rufus R. Jones at the Houston Summit. Oh, is this match just awful. This whole card is just awful. I've seen enough. All right, world class. The Von Erichs over Al Madrill and Bruiser Brody, 86. Fair enough. Not too much else to see there. Did we sell out the Salt Palace last night? We did not sell out the Salt Palace. Have we sold out the Salt Palace before? Let's pay attention here. Let's scroll down and take a look. There's the Cow Palace. We sold it out. Wow, we drew a lot less this time. But we did not sell out the last time either. We drew 12,456 the last time. This time we drew more. We drew 13,800. Never mind. We keep growing. All right, everybody. That's going to do it for us for this one. For those of you that are new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and drop us a message below. Let us know how you found the channel and what you think of us so far. For those of you looking for version 10 of the Supermod, you can find it on patreon.com/PowerCast Network. If you'd like to play version 9, you can find that over on braddrake.net on the tab for Supermod. Check us out on social media, facebook.com/group/1987Supermod. You can also find us over on Reddit under the subreddit of TEW 2020 Friends. We're also on Discord under 1987 Supermod. A bunch of us meet on there and talk daily. Feel free to come join us. All right, everybody, thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.